talk about subject-verb agreement. First, what is subject-verb agreement? A verb must match its subject in number, whether singular or plural. Match is the key here. The subject and the verb must agree. If the subject is singular, use the singular form of the verb. If the subject is plural, use the plural form of the verb. Let's see it step by step. Step 1. Find the subject of the sentence. Who or what is the sentence about? Second step. Decide the subject is singular or plural. If the subject is a one person or one thing, then it's singular. But if the subject is about more than one thing, then it's plural. The third step, choose the correct verb form. Make the verb match the subject. Let's talk about verb singular and plural forms. For most verbs, here we are talking about the present tense for the verbs. The singular form of the verb is to add s or es after the verb. The plural form of the verb is just the base form of the verb. You don't have to add s or es. So, if the subject is singular, then we use the singular form of the verb. Let's see one example. She runs every day. In this simple sentence, she is the subject, and it is one person, so it's singular. So, since the subject is singular, the verb run should also use its singular form, which is runs. We add s after the base form run. This is the singular form of the verb. It is runs. Let's see another example. The dog is hungry. In this sentence, the dog is the subject. Obvious, this is a singular subject. So, it's verb be here. Be, am is are, right? Be here should also be singular. So the singular form of the verb be is in present tense, right? So we use is here. Let's see another example. My teacher works hard. In this simple sentence, my teacher is the subject, and it is singular. The verb is work, and works singular form is works. We put s after it. If the subject is plural, then we should use the plural form of the verb to match it. Let's see one example. They run every day. They is plural. Run is the verb. So the plural form of the verb is just the base form of the verb. Just the base verb. We don't need to change anything. The dogs are hungry. The dogs is the subject. Here, the dogs is plural. And the be here is the verb. And we should use the plural form of the verb, which is are in present tense. My friends work hard. My friends is the subject. It is plural here. So the verb work should be plural. So we use its base form. You don't add any s or es. Let's summarize the easy rule for subject-verb agreement. If the subject is one thing, you use singular form of the verb. If the subject is about more than one thing or people, use plural form of the verb. I give you a quick trick. You can ask, who is the subject, one or many? Then choose the verb form to match it. There are 5 situations that we should pay attention to, and the 5 situations can be very tricky. Let's see them. Situation 1. There are be sentences. When a sentence begins with there is, there are, the real subject comes after the verb be, is or are, right? The verb must agree with the subject that follows it. Here is one example. There is a book on the desk. There is. Here, the verb is. After the verb is, a book. This is the real subject. So, in this there be sentence, a book is the real subject. So we know that a book is the subject, here is singular. So for be, we should use is. Here is another example. There are many books on the desk. In this there be sentence, the verb is the be, right? So after be, after are, the real subject is many books, which is after the be verb. Many books is plural, so we should use the plural form of the verb be, which is are, in present tense here. In situation 2 is about a prepositional phrase between subject and verb. Sometimes a prepositional phrase comes between the subject and the verb. Ignore the prepositional phrase. Make the verb agree with the real subject, not the noun inside the phrase. So, this is also about recognizing the real subject. Let's see one example. The color of the cars is bright. Here we have a prepositional phrase of the cars. Looks like plural, but we need to find the real subject. The real subject is the color. Of the cars is only one prepositional phrase that modifies the color, the subject. So the color is the real subject, which is singular. So we use the singular form of be, which is. The students in the class are quiet. In this sentence, there is one prepositional phrase in the class. it looks like it is singular. But don't be tricked, because the real subject is the students. The students is the real subject. In the class, the prepositional phrase is to modify the subjects. So the subject is plural. So for the verb be, we should use the plural form of the be, which is are here. The third situation is about words that are always singular. Some words are always singular and must take singular verbs, even if they are followed by a plural noun. Those common words are when, each, every. That's easy to understand, right? When, each, every, or express singular meaning, right? Let's see one example. One of the students is absent. Here, we still have one prepositional phrase of the students, but the prepositional phrase is not the real subject. The real subject is one. So here, one is the real subject, is the subject, which is singular. So we use the singular form of the verb be, which is here. Each of the players is strong. The same thing, we have a prepositional phrase of the players. It looks like a plural. It looks like plural, but it doesn't matter here because our real subject is each. Each is singular, always singular. So we use the singular form of the verb be, which is. The fourth situation is about words that are always plural. Some words are always plural and must use plural verbs, which means the plural form of the verbs. Those words are both, several, many. Both of the teachers are friendly. Several of the students are late. So you just remember that when you say both, several as the subject, please remember to use the plural form of the verb. And the last situation is about the words that can be singular or plural. Here, we learn one word some. Look at the noun after of to decide if the verb should be singular or plural for some. Some of the cake is gone. So, some of the cake. Here, the cake is the one that we need to pay attention because we don't know some is plural or singular. But after we see the information, the cake, then we know that, oh, here some is singular. So the verb be should be the singular form, which is. Some of the cookies are gone. So when we see some, we don't know is singular or plural because it can be singular, can be plural. But when we see the cookies, the noun after of, then we know that, oh, here it is plural. So we should use the plural form of the verb be, which is are. So Let's remember together that some is very special. It can be singular, it can be plural. And we need to check the noun after of because we usually use some of together, right? And the last example is some of the water is cold. Here, the water is the one after some, and the water is uncountable. Here it is singular, so we use the singular form of the verb be, which is.